This broadcast is presented under the legal ownership authority of Magnitude Sports. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Magnitude Sports. Send it up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
All right, how you doing on this sunny Wednesday? I got a day behind myself here. Wednesday afternoon, as we get set for a non-conference matchup here between the Mandan Chiefs and the Fargo Post 400 Stars. We got your weather, we got your lineups, we got everything that you ever want in a pregame show. It's all coming up in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
All right, welcome back as the coaches Jake Kincaid and Donnie Bryant meet at home plate with our umpires. And our umpires today are going to be Reggie Jackson behind the plate calling the balls and strikes, and Dave Klunt will be on the base pass here for this one here. So once again, it's a single 9-inning game, and once again, you can find us online on Magnitude TV Plus, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule, we have a couple more games here before the Stars head to Bozeman, including tomorrow, the Comets take on the DGF, Dilworth Glen Felton, in a doubleheader starting at 12 noon. Tommy Fox will have the call on that game. Friday we're off, and then Saturday, it is Mandan and Bismarck in the 4th of July game. The A's at 2 p.m. and the Chiefs at 4 p.m. That 4th of July broadcast presented to you by Mitso Magic Services. Also, July 6th, no broadcast on the 5th. We come back to Starry Bank Field. The Comets take on the Moorhead Golds at 1 p.m., and the Stars take on the Moorhead Blues at about 5:30 p.m. And then the Stars go to Dickinson on Tuesday to take on the Rough Riders in another non-conference game. That's a 6 p.m. Central Time start with a 5 p.m. Mountain Time start. And then the Stars at Bozeman, when I still don't exactly know who their opponents are going to be in that Bozeman tournament. But they're going to go through the starting lineups right now. We'll take it, give you a look at those.
Number 5, Hudson Sheldon.
Going over for Mandan right now.
At number 4, at second base, number 6, Ty Weiler. Batting third in center field, number 16, Troy Gerhardt. Batting fourth in right field, number 21, Micah Grajos. Batting fifth at shortstop, number 4, Aiden Bogner. Batting sixth in left field, number 14, Peyton Coppy. Batting seventh at first base, number 9, Logan Seafeld. Batting eighth doing the catching, number 2, Eli Kleinknecht. Batting ninth at third base, number 11, Aiden Flieger. On the mound for Mandan, number 10, Zach Weiler. Mandan is coached by Travis Stevens, Eddie Streeter, and head coach Jake Kincaid. Now here's your starting lineup for the Post 400 Stars. Leading off playing center field, number 26, Michael Essex. Batting second in left field, number 5, Mason Sinner. Batting third, the first baseman, number 8, Dylan Solberg. Batting fourth, doing the catching, number 18, Jacob Klinsky. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 4, Tyler Frederick. Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 15, Tucker Kozin. Batting seventh, in right field, number 17, Braden Donner. Batting eighth, second baseman, number 1, Jack Bjornson. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 13, Peyton Oshner. On the mound for the Stars, number 19, Gus Warmeyer. Stars are coached by Jeff Fickner, Caden Schwabe, and head coach Don Bryant.
All right, I want to thank Jesse for introducing our starting lineups here. And once again, let's go ahead and take a look at these two teams side by side. It's a non-conference matchup. The Mandan Chiefs come in with an overall record of 14-9. That's 7-4, represents their conference mark. They are 4-6 when playing away from BNC National Bank Field in Mandan. They currently rank second in the North Dakota AA Legion standings. They've outscored their opponents 138-110. They are looking to snap a one-game losing streak. They're up in Grand Forks last night and split with Grand Forks. They picked up an 11 or I forgot what the final score was, but they went 11 innings, and the Mandan Chiefs won that one, and then the Chiefs lost the second game of that doubleheader. So they are 4-1 in their last 5 games, coached by head coach Jake Kincaid. The Stars pulled to 11-11 and 4-4 in conference. They pulled to 500 with the doubleheader sweep over Jamestown yesterday at Jack Brown Stadium. They are 6-4 when playing at home, 1-1 in conference play, but once again, this is not a conference game. They currently rank 6th in the North Dakota AA Legion standings. They have been outscored 90-87. That number is a little bit deceiving because the Stars have outscored their opponents big time in the last 6-7 games, and they've been able to close that run gap down to a -3. They are come into this one with a 2-game win streak, and winning 3 out of their last 4 and 3-2 in their last 5. Within their last 4, their only loss was that second game of the doubleheader against the Bismarck Governors. They'd win the first one, lose the second one, then sweep Jamestown. So they've won 3 of their last 4, and they have a 3-2 record in their last 5. So things appear to be on the upswing here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars under head coach Donnie Bryant and his assistants Jeff Fickner and Caden Schwabe. And that will take care of our pregame show. Did I forget anything? We the hot dog rankings, if you're not familiar with those. Right now, you guys in Mandan rock it. And apparently this one hasn't been updated. Our road game one has, but Bismarck coming in at number 2, West Fargo at 3, Jamestown at 4. So once again, those have not been updated yet on this particular home set broadcast. So, all right, let's see. I think that takes care of almost everything in our pregame show. Go and take a look at the AA Legion standings. Like I said, this game does not matter towards these standings here. And Mandan coming in at 7-4 in conference play, number 2, and Fargo Post 400 4-4, sitting at 500, right there in the 6th spot with Grand Forks, Bismarck, and West Fargo sandwiched in between the two. So there you go. That's a look at everything. We'll take we will not take a break. We'll just go right to the first inning here. I believe it's Hudson Sheldon, if I remember the lineup correctly here.
First pitch, 5:27 p.m., 86 degrees.
First pitch is for ball 1 to Hudson Sheldon. And once again, Gus Wiermeyer is on the mound pitching here. 1-1. And in for strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch. High, ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here to the leadoff batter, Hudson Sheldon. Gus Wermeyer pitching, Jacob Klinsky catching, Dylan Sahlberg at first, Jack Bjornson at second, Peyton Oshner at short, and Tyler Frederick at third. Full count now here to Hudson Sheldon. Mason Sinner in left, Braden Donner in right, and Michael Essex in center field. Here's the payoff pitch from Wermeyer, and it's going to be high, and it's going to walk him, and that'll be a leadoff walk here for the Chiefs.
Batting second. Second baseman, number 6, Ty Weiler.
Ty Weiler comes to the plate. And strike 1 is thrown there to Ty Weiler. The Mandan Chiefs under head coach Jake Kincaid are 14-9 overall, 7-4 in conference play. They are 10-3 when playing at home, 6-0 in those 13 home games in conference play, including 2 wins over the Stars, one of those being an extra inning win. A 4-6 road record when playing conference games that matter. They are 1-4 when playing on the road. Ground ball to third, couple of bounces. Frederick up to second, over to first. They do not. Oh, they did get the pick. I don't know how they pulled that one off, but it is a 5-4-3 double play.
Center fielder, number 16, Troy Gerhardt.
I do not know how they pulled that one off. It looked like he was safe at first, but so 2 away now, and the batter is Troy Gerhardt, and the pitch comes in for a strike, 0-1. Chiefs currently sitting in the second place spot right behind Fargo Post 2 in those AA Legion standings. And another strike thrown here for strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a drop, third strike, and he was looking to tag him out. Instead, he'll toss it up quickly, and they got him. And that's out number 3. Nobody left on base. They get no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. And we'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
The Midwest elements are relentless. Is your home ready? At J. Deeds Construction, we've been serving the FM community since 2003. As a proud member of the Building Industry Association, formerly known as Home Builders Association, we specialize in roofing, siding, custom decks, and seamless gutters built for maximum durability. Plus, we offer free seamless gutters with every roof or siding project. Call 701-367-1175 or visit buildwithjdc.com. J. Deeds Construction. If you can dream it, we can build it.
Looking for something handmade, unique, and full of personality? Mandy's of FargoND.com features creative gifts, home decor, accessories, and more. All inspired by family, creativity, and made with heart. Browse dozens of handmade creations, request custom colors or designs, and sign up for the newsletter. Visit MandysOfFargoND.com and discover something new today. MandysOfFargoND.com. Handmade, a little weird, totally wonderful.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and story.
All right, welcome back. Leadoff hitter here for the Stars is Michael Essex.
Big stick, Big Mike.
11 pitches for Gus Wermeyer in the top half of the first. And a swing and a miss for strike one here. Stars 11-11 on the season, 4-4 in conference play. They are 6-4 overall when playing here at Starion Bank Field. Bouncing ball to short. Aiden Bogner picks it up. Not a chance. He is safe on an infield hit. I didn't even have to look over to my right to see where Essex was at on the baseline.
Fielder number 5, Mason.
And that's not to disrespect Bogner's athletic ability. It's to totally respect Michael Essex's speed. So an infield single, and that's about one of the only times you'll see an infield single on a ground ball to the shortstop. But one ball and no strikes to count. Here to the batter, Mason Sinner. Zach Weiler is on the mound here for the Mandan Chiefs, tossing him into the glove of Eli Kleinknecht. Around the bases, Logan Seafield at first, Ty Weiler at second, Aiden Bogner the shortstop, and Aiden Flieger at third. The outfield here after the 1-0 pitch. And it will hit the edge for a strike, according to our home plate umpire, Reggie Jackson. Dave Clunt out on the base pass. In the outfield, Peyton Coppy in left, Troy Gerhardt in center, and Mike Brejos in right field. 1 ball, 1 strike. And they're going to try the pickoff attempt there on the speedy Michael Essex. He's back in time, no problemo. Mandan Chiefs have 2 games against the Governors, one on July 3rd and one on July 4th. And then they have a couple days off, return to conference play with a doubleheader at Williston. And then on July 17th, a doubleheader versus the Dickinson Rough Riders. And all 4 of those matchups are home games for the Mandan Chiefs. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that is in for strike 2. Nice pitch there from Zach Weiler. So 1-2 now here to the batter, Mason Sinner. On deck is Dylan Sahlberg. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Stars falling 3-2. Michael Essex takes off and a ground ball to second, and that'll be the first out.
Batting third for the Stars, first baseman number 8, Dylan Sahlberg.
All right, Dylan Sahlberg will come to the plate. Now, as I was mentioning before that play there, the Stars would fall 3-2 to Mandan in a 10-inning game. And then in that second game of the doubleheader, the Stars would fall 10-0. So even though it's a non-conference game, the Stars would like to get one back here if they could. 1 ball and no strikes. We'll see. And this is a single 9-inning game. So they can only get one back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, if this was a conference game, this is likely not the batting lineup and defensive setup that you would see in a conference game. So one ball, 1 strike. You get the second string varsity players, which are equally as good, and they all play in those first string games, just probably in a little bit different lineup and in a little bit defensive formation. So both coaches putting players out there to see what they can do in particular positions, and that's going to be popped up, and that is going into the glove of the shortstop, Aiden Bogner, and he will make the catch for out number 2.
Catcher number 18, Jacob Klinsky.
Jacob Klinsky, the batter. And a check swing out towards third. And across the diamond, they'll get it. Essex will get stranded on base, and that'll be a 5-3 ground out to end the inning. Mike and Brajos, Aiden Bogner, Peyton Copy are due up for the Chiefs after one inning play. It is 0-0. No runs on the hit and 10 pitches for the Stars' Gus Wermeyer. We'll be back after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Gather up the sports and fitness gear you aren't using anymore and sell it to Play It Again Sports. We will review your gear and choose what we purchase based on condition, brand, and store demand. We will then pay you on the spot, or you can receive additional incentive if you trade towards used or new products in the store.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Welcome to Kingpins. From interactive hyperbowling on our 14 lanes to adrenaline-pumping laser tag and immersive escape rooms, the adventure never stops. Smash high scores in our massive arcade, then refuel at Barron's with our made-from-scratch menu. Whether it's a birthday, a company gathering, or just a night out, make your next event unforgettable. Book your lanes online. Call 701-532-BOWL. Or stop in and visit us at 3485 Jacks Way South in Fargo.
Here's 3 ways you can support Magnitude Sports. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's 100% free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 month-to-month YouTube memberships. Finally, businesses can choose one of 2 online YouTube sponsorships or contact us for more options. To learn more, click the Join button or give us a call at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Sorry, I meant to say Zach Weiler had 10 pitches, not Gus Wermeyer. Gus Wermeyer had 11 in the first. He just tossed his 12th, and it's in for a strike. 1 second here. We got some audio to mute here. Otherwise, I'm going to be a little bit distracted. No balls and 2 strikes here for Gus Wermeyer. And once again, the batter is Mike and Brajos. As that one's fouled away, so it'll remain an 0-2 count. Williston and Dickinson played in a conference doubleheader today as we get a strikeout there on Brajos. And that strikeout will bring Aiden Bogner, the shortstop. Williston defeated Dickinson in Game 1 by a score of 12-1, and Dickinson rebounded in Game 2, not to use a basketball term for baseball, but by the final score of 11-6. And other conference matchups today include Fargo Post 2 and the Bismarck Governors, and West Fargo and Jamestown will be playing later today as well. That is a line drive shot on the ground there for Aiden Bogner for a base hit and a single. And that will bring us to the next guy, and that's Peyton Copy.
Left fielder number 14, Peyton Copy.
So runner on. Peyton Copy scored the winning run from second base in that extra inning game against the Stars back in Mandan a little over a week ago. Or maybe it was a little over a week ago. This schedule seems to fly by. It makes it feel like it's been more than that, but 1-0 the count here to Peyton Copy. You can make that 2-0. No, you can make that 1-1. One side of Jim, he says it's 96 degrees. Oh no, they were forecasting 96, but it reached to 104 degrees in Denver, North Carolina. I also want to say hi to Trevor. He says it's scorching hot where he's at as well on this Wednesday evening. Sunburned about 30% of his back. So thanks again to Jim and Trevor for tuning in. Also, Endgame for those conference updates. Certainly appreciate it. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count here to Peyton Copy. Two and two. Mark. One ball and 1 strike. I apologize. We're having internet issues here today, and I don't get it. I simply don't get it. I've been here since 10 o'clock this morning trying to figure it out, and I don't get it. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
400 baseball is back. We have all the dominant performances.
Rounding third is Oliver Luck. He will come in, and the throw won't be in time. And Easton Rarick with a 2-run single to right, and it's 10-4.
And all the big moments.
Back inside, ground ball to second. Flip to Rarick for 1 on to first. Rack him up for 2. Throw back to third, making a triple play. It will go 4.
As for bingo 5 days a week, come hungry to Vic's, located at 1608 Main Avenue Southeast in Moorhead.
All right, we're in the bottom of the second. Tyler Fredericks, the batter, and ball 1. And that one is going to the shortstop, Bogner, and that'll be a 6-3 ground out for out number 1. All right, I think everything is resolved now. I'm more confident than I normally am. So.
Designated hitter number 15, Tucker Moses.
We had the internet that doesn't work, or that we've been having problems with, try and take over the internet that does work. So I had to go in and click Forget Network, and hopefully that won't happen again. I think we're still on the same watch link, though, so thanks for not. I guess thanks to the internet for not failing us too desperately, so too badly. Can't even talk right now. Strike 1, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right. Zach Weiler is on pitch 15. This will be pitch 16 coming up here. And that one's fouled away, and now we're back on track here, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little bit low. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count now. And that'll be a strikeout.
Batting 7, right fielder number 17, Braden Donner.
Braden Donner will step up to the plate. has 1 hit in the last 6 games here for the Stars. Of course, that's partially due to the fact that he's not commonly in the lineup. 1 ball, no strike here to Braden Donner. And that one's a base hit up the middle, so now he has 2 hits in the last 6 games, or this would be game 7, I guess, and he's on with a single, and that was pretty close to a diamond cutter, but I just wasn't paying attention.
Second baseman, number 1, Jack Bjornson.
Jack Bjornson to the plate. Let's see here. He also has 1 hit in the last 6 games. And a ground out. There we go. Now I got, all right, I just had to refresh to get, all right, now I got the chat on my stream here instead of on my phone, so that's a good thing. So that must mean the internet's really working now. 1 ball, no strike. Nick at 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1 the count. Jack Bjornson, Peyton Oshner's on deck. Bjornson and Oshner are the 8-9 batters. Here in this single non-conference 9-inning game, this one a ground ball foul off to the third base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a runner on first is Braden Donner. Zach Weiler will come set. Nod a couple times and deliver. And that is a ground ball to the hot corner at third. Flieger fires it across the diamond to Seefeld for the 5-3 ground out. They strand 1 on base, and we take care of business here in the second inning of play. And we are golden at 0. Here at Starion Bank Field between the Chiefs and the Stars. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment. Stay tuned.
It's time for an oil change. You want service that's fast and trustworthy. Grease Monkey's certified technicians get you in and out in about 15 minutes, plus a complimentary 16-point safety check. No pressure, no surprises, just honest manufacturer-recommended service. While we work, step out of the heat and relax in our air-conditioned lobby with a cold refreshment. Visit your local Grease Monkey for a quick professional oil change you can feel good about.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, it'll be Eli Kleinknecht leading it off, Aiden Flieger and Hudson Sheldon, the 8-9-1 batters. And pitch 23 here for Gus Wermeyer coming up. And that one's a little bit high and a little bit outside for ball 1. Strike 1 the call. And the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. If you're just tuning in, this is a 9-inning non-conference game here between 2 conference opponents. The Mandan Chiefs were in Grand Forks, about 70 miles north of Fargo last night in a conference doubleheader. That smashed down the third base line past a diving Tyler Frederick at third, and he'll get one past the hot corner for a base hit. And we'll have a
first base, number 8, Jensen Schultz.
courtesy runner for Klein Connect.
Batting ninth for Mandan, third baseman, number 11, Aiden Flieger.
And that is number 8, Jensen Scholes. And also Aiden Flieger batting ninth in the lineup here. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. It's 1-0. So as I was saying earlier, Mandan was up in Grand Forks last night. They split a doubleheader, winning game 1 in 11 innings and then falling in game 2. So Mandan seems to have a extra inning theme to their team this year. They might be the team in North Dakota that's played the most extra inning games so far. I'll have to double check that, but from what I can recall off memory, that might be the case. 2 balls and no strikes, the count now here to the batter, Aiden Flieger. Stars 11-11 overall. The Mandan Chiefs 14-9 overall. And that'll be a walk. So runners on first and second. Trevor says that in the past couple weeks, he's probably seen close to 15 games that were affected by weather, whether it was rain or. I know you tuned into that game between the Stars and Bismarck that got a lightning delay with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th, causing game 1 to go 2 hours and 38 minutes, with game 2 excelling at a fast pace of 1 hour 36. So. Stars won that delayed game. They would fall in the second game. They won 3-1 in the first game in that weather delayed game, and then they lost 4-1 to the Governors in game 2 in that road game in Bismarck. 3 balls and no strikes now here to the batter Hudson Sheldon. Sheldon 0 for 0. He was walked last time. He's potentially a pitch away from being walked this time as well. And the pitch. In for a strike. He'll cash in his free strike coupon. It's 3-1. Mandan's outscored their opponents 138-110. The Stars have been outscored by their opponents 90-87. Not including the no runs plated in this game. So I guess that would include, you could say that would include the runs in this game so far. And
second baseman, Ty Weiler.
The walk is going to load the bases for Ty Weiler. So Jensen Scholes at third, Aiden Flieger, at second, and Hudson Sheldon at first. The runners on for Mandan. And the pitch from Wiermeyer is going to be inside for a strike, low at the knees, like right at the knees. Like if his knee was 4 inches off the ground, so was the ball. Nothing in one. Little sarcasm and humor at the same time there. Fly ball to right field, and that is caught in foul territory. Tagging on third and scoring is Jensen Scholes, and Mandan takes a 1-0 lead. They'll trade the out for the run. The other 2 runners will stay put at first and second, and it'll be a sacrifice fly for Ty Weiler. Troy Gerhardt will come to the plate next. Braden Donner making that catch in center field, or I'm sorry, in right field, I meant to say, in foul territory. That'd be interesting if you could have the center fielder catch one in foul territory. Strike 1 on the outside edge. Once again, Reggie Jackson, our home plate umpire, Dave Klunt on the base pass out in the field there. No balls and a strike, 1 away, and a 1-0 lead here for Mandan in the top of the third. And the pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. Stars 6-4 when playing at home at Starion Bank Field. The Mandan Chiefs are 4-6 when playing on the road this season. That's from their overall record. 1-2 to count now here to Troy Gerhardt. Gerhardt 0 for 1. He was thrown out on a drop third strike his last time up. One-two as Wermeyer looks at the runner on second and delivers outside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 run on 2 hits for Mandan. No runs on 2 hits for the Stars. No errors for either team up to this point. We'll see if it stays that way or not. And the pitch. And that is a line drive shot and a double play. Jack Bjornsson catches the line drive, steps on the bag at second to double up Mandan and put an end to the top half of the third. We go to the middle of the third now here on Magnitude Sports. We're back in a moment. Stay tuned.
Integrity isn't just a word, it's how we do business. Built on a foundation of hard work, accountability, and small-town values, we've earned our reputation by delivering quality construction projects across the Northern Plains. From commercial steel and post-frame buildings to innovative data center facilities, our experienced team combines craftsmanship, innovation, and attention to detail in every project. At Century Builders, we're committed to making your building experience seamless from start to finish. Century Builders, building with integrity, delivering excellence.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in.
We'll make it up to our friends at Frank's Lounge there. I was entering that double play and I couldn't hit the commercials fast enough, so we'll get back to them next break here. And the pitch is going to miss for a ball, 1-0. Zach Weiler just tossed pitch 27. If you're just tuning in, Logan Seafield first, Ty Weiler second, Aiden Bogner the shortstop, Aiden Flieger at third. In the outfield, Peyton Copy in left, Troy Gerhardt in center, Mike Brahos in right. Eli Kleinknecht behind the plate catching. Zach Weiler now 2-0 and make that 3 balls and no strikes. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Also want to thank our sponsors, including Vixen Moorhead, Sweet Shots, J. Dietz Construction, and Frank's Lounge. Strike one is called there. In addition to Valley Service, Legacy Plumbing, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, and Hogue Diesel Service and Truck Repair, and Bell Bank member FDIC. And that is going to be a strike. He thought it was a walk. And instead it's 3-2. And his teammate will throw the bat back to him as he threw it away. And he got a little overconfident there on the called strike. And well, there's a diamond cutter. Well, maybe not. No, he's going to get thrown out. So no diamond cutter for you yet, Mark, but pretty close. It's almost like he took vengeance on that hit there after being called a strike when he thought he walked. We return to the top of the order now. He'll go into the books as a 4-3 ground out. Michael Essex is the batter. Infield single on a ground ball to the shortstop. Last time he was at the plate, so he's 1 for 1. I think really the only infield single he couldn't complete would be a direct ground ball to the first baseman. Otherwise, he would challenge all other positional players on an infield single. 3 balls and no strikes already here to Michael Essex, and maybe he won't have to challenge anybody here. It'll be a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Mason Sinner. He's 0 for 1. Ground out to the second baseman on a 4-3. Last time he was at the plate. Broadcast coverage also brought to you by our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Mandy's of FargoND.com, and Play It Again Sports. First pitch, and Essex will steal second. And I mean, it's like a gazelle. It's a graceful steal. He sort of slid, sort of didn't. It was sort of a stolen base standing and a stolen base sliding into a stand-up stolen base. Or you could just simply say that he stole second. There's a strike. 1-1 the count now here to the batter Mason Sinner. Zach Weiler on pitch 37 coming up here. And a strike is called there for a 1-2 count. If you haven't figured it out already, Stars in their blue post 400 jerseys with gray pants and the Chiefs in their yellow jerseys with lime green numbers and white pants. Essex takes off. That's fouled away out of the box, and Essex will return to second. We stay at 1-2. Conference play, the Stars currently ranked 6th. The Chiefs currently ranked 2nd, with West Fargo, Grand Forks sandwiched in between the Stars and Chiefs. One other team, too. Drawing a blank on it at the moment. High fly ball to right field. And backing up there is Ty Weiler, the second baseman. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. So a pop out to the second baseman into shallow right field. And Dylan Sahlberg will step up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Had a line drive / pop out into shallow left center to the shortstop, Aiden Bogner, last time he was up. Strike 1 is called here. 0-1. Four hits in the game, 2 belong to each team. 2 away, Michael Essex, the runner on second. And the pitch is going to miss for a ball. We're even at 1-1. After today, the Stars are off until they play the Dickinson Rough Riders on July 7th. And a throw into second, and he is going to come home and tie the game. All the way from second base on a throwing error. I believe the count's 1-1. And this one is into right field and chasing after and making the catch just off camera over the foul line is Mike Brajos. And that will take care of business here in the third inning of play. They strand nobody as Michael Essex comes home on the error. And it's a 1-1 ball game here after 3 innings of play. We're back with more in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot. Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today. All right, welcome back. It is the top of the fourth. And it's a quick 2 balls and no strikes to the batter, Mike and Brajos. Due up the setting, Brajos, Bogner, and Copy. And that's a bouncing ball to second. And a 4-3 is completed. Bjornsson over to Sahlberg for out number 1. Jim, you got your wish. I saw the chat come in right as I went to the commercial break. I know that you watching at home are about 20 seconds behind, so by the time you said that, you probably saw that, and I was already in a commercial break. And that is fouled away for a strike. One the count. And that one's going to pop away from Klinsky, and nobody on base to take advantage of that opportunity. 2 balls and a strike, the count. Once again, broadcast coverage also brought to you by Grease Monkey, D&M Industries, Kingpins, and Century Builders. That pitch is high for ball 3, so 3 balls and a strike. I think both teams have thrown more balls than strikes in this one. Somehow we're at a 1-1 game. Goes to show you how good the defense is for these two teams. And a strike is tossed there. It's 3-2, full count. Once again, Brajos 0 for 1. Struck out looking last time he was at the plate. I don't think I said that the first time, so there is no once again, but you know what I meant to say. Fouled away, and we'll once again do the payoff pitch. There we go. That one made sense. Payoff pitch. Walked him, ball 4.
Left fielder, Peyton Copy.
So no 3 up, 3 down for Jim this time around, but at least he got his tie it up wish granted. So whatever you did wrong today, Jim, you're only getting 1 of 2 wishes granted. And a strike. Had a nice 20-minute conversation or so with Jim on the phone today. Talked a little baseball. Past broadcast. We do that a few times each season. Pickoff attempt there on Mike and Brajos is not in time. We just got to get Jim to Fargo to see a game in person. Or maybe even to Mandan for the Central Plains Regional. How about that one? How about, what would you think of that? 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Once again, for the Mandan fans tuning in, we'll have your A's game and your Chiefs game against the Bismarck Senators and Governors on the 4th of July right here on Magnitude Sports. Strike 2 is called. So circle that one on your calendar if you're not going to be there, or if you have friends who can't make it to Mandan for the 4th of July, they can tune in on Magnitude Sports to watch the games. Here's the pitch, and this is a ground ball up towards short. Toss to second, over to first. That is the second double play they've pulled off where I don't feel the runner at first was actually out, but they'll take it. Maybe they're trying to speed up this game. I don't know. One of the two. But it's a 6-4-3 double play this time. Last time it was a 5-4-3 double play. And that's Oshner, Bjornsson to Sahlberg for the double up. And we go now to the top of the fourth, or the bottom of the fourth, when we return after the break. Stay tuned.
400 baseball is back, and we have all the dominant performances.
Rounding third is Oliver Luck. He will come in, and the throw won't be in time. And Easton Rarick with a 2-run single to right, and it's 10-4.
And all the big moments. Back inside, ground ball to second. Flip to Rarick for one, on to first. Rack him up for two. Throw back to third, making a triple play. It will go 4, 6, 3, 5 on the triple play. Everybody in the infield got their turn.
Leading off the bottom half of the fourth for the Stars, catcher Jacob Klinsky. Third baseman Tyler Frederick. Designated hitter Tucker Posen.
All right, sorry to leave you hanging there. I had no choice but to go get something to eat because, I don't know, I just had that weird feeling there. So had to run down to the concession stand quickly. Tried to text for a delivery, but it didn't work out, so I had no choice but to go get it myself. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't normally do that. If you watch this channel often, I don't normally leave you hanging like that, but it's one of those times where I had no choice. So apologize and thank you for understanding. 1 ball, 1 strike. So during the commercial break, I'll be eating. Fly ball to right, and did he get it? No, he did slide. That was a nice effort there. I believe that was Ty Weiler. Let's see where he returns. Yes, it would have been Ty Weiler who made a sliding effort in foul territory to try and catch that, but instead it'll drop for a strike 2. Tyler Fredericks, the runner on first. He's taking off for second. Throw is up, and it's not going to be in time. Frederick is safe. Pitch came across his ball, 2. Full count. Ground ball is short. Bouncing, picks it up, looks at second, fires to first. They got him at first. 6-3 ground out. Braden Donner will step to the plate now. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me, Jim. If you thought he was out, I didn't. 1 ball, no strike. But then again, maybe it's just my line of sight from where I was sitting at, too. So 2 balls and no strikes now here. Tyler Frederick on second base. Swing and a miss here for Braden Donner. Braden Donner's 1 for 1. Singled on a ground ball to center field last time he was at the plate. 3 balls and a strike. Ground ball to third. Nice grab there by Flieger, and he'll fire it over to first for the out. They will strand 1 on base.
No Mandan errors.
And we'll go now to the 5th inning of play here at Starion Bank Field. Oh, he was just being funny. So I was right. Okay, awesome. That's good to know. All right, Reigns 1-1 after 4. Let's get out of here before Van Halen takes down our YouTube channel. We'll be right back.
So I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. Logan Seafeld. And I do feel a little bit better now. I got about half that hamburger ate between the commercial break there. So Seafeld's 0 for 1, grounded out to the second baseman last time he was at the plate. And now he's up in the count 2-0. It'll be Seaford, Kleinknecht, and Flieger, the 7, 8, and 9 batters here in the 5th inning of play. Strike 1 is called there. 2-1. Man, I should have grabbed 2 hamburgers when I was down there. Oh well. 2-1. And that will sneak through the 5-6 gap, and that'll be a base hit. And that will put Logan Seefeld on base.
Catcher Eli Kleinknecht.
And I'll bring up Eli Kleinknecht. For those who were watching the last Fargo Mandan doubleheader in Mandan, my dad joined me on the broadcast for a top 10 list. And I've been meaning to do a top 10 list every game since then, but we haven't done one yet. But that I still fully intend to bring that back. It seemed like a few of you enjoyed that. It won't always be about country singers, so the topics will range in a wide variety. I know that we're going to get somebody up here who's a Van Halen fan to do a top 10 list. He said that since my dad did it, that I had to let him, and I said, okay, we can do that. So Van Halen top 10 is in our near future, and I'm not exactly sure when, but I was also thinking of doing like the top 10 walk-up songs that a baseball player could have, or maybe not could have, but my personal favorites possibly. We have 10 teams in Legion AA. Maybe I could do like my top 10 favorite players, one from each team or something like that. I don't know. Let me know if you think any of those ideas catch your attention or not. Two. Strike three for the first out.
Third baseman, Aiden Flieger.
Yeah, Jim, I'd agree. It is moving at a fast pace. And that one's going to miss for a ball, 1-0. A 9-inning game, and at the pace it's going, we might have another extra innings game. When I was doing prep for the game today, I noticed that the Mandan Game Changer had this as 2 7-inning doubleheaders, and I was like, that's not right. This is a single 9. And that was a high fly ball and drifts foul. That may have been trouble had it stayed fair. 1-2. But the way this game is going, it might go to 14 innings, so it'll be the equivalent of 2 7s. Wouldn't be the first time that these two teams went to extra innings. 2-2. That one's fouled off, and we have a full count. Oh, no, we don't. We stay at 2-2. The 3's on the wrong side there, so 2-2 to Aiden Flieger. If my numbers are correct, this will be pitch 68 for Gus Weremeyer. And pitch 68 is a fly ball to left field. Running after it there is Mason Sinner, and it bounces out of play. So we'll stay at 2-2, another fouled away pitch. And that pitch is a little bit high for ball 3. So now it's a full count. High for ball 4, and you'll walk them. They'll put 2 runners on. Now bring up Hudson Sheldon as we return to the top of the lineup. Hudson Sheldon's been up twice, and he's been walked both times. Last time he was walked, I believe it loaded the bases, and now there's runners on first and second with him coming up again. See if the pattern continues or not. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He went a little bit early on that one, and it will cost him a strike. Stars 3-2 in their last 5. Mandan 4-1 in their last 5 games, with that one loss coming in the second game of the doubleheader last night against Grand Forks. Neal 1, and that is going to miss. We're even at a ball and a strike. And that one's going to be popped up, and looks like Peyton Oshner is going to backpedal a little bit and make the catch. Out number 2.
Second baseman, Ty Weiler.
2 away, runners on first and second. That one's going to be popped up, and that's going into foul territory. And ow! Ouch! Did he make the catch? Sahlberg run into the deck there, and he's made the catch. Wow! He slammed into the, it's not a brick wall, but it kind of looks like one. It's designed like a brick wall. It's more padding that looks like bricks, and he slammed into it to make the catch. Wow, that's it's too bad our camera didn't quite have the stretch to get over there. It was just off camera. All right, well, that'll take care of it. They leave 2 on base here, and we'll go to the break and be back with more here in a moment. Stay tuned.
Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo. Legacy Plumbing. D&M Industries. And Buffalo Wild Wings.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level.
All right, 1 ball, no strike, and now it's 1-1 to the batter, Jack Bjornsson. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to third last time he was up. And now his swing and miss here for strike 2. Not only is the game going by at a fast pace, it seems like the between innings is going by at a fast pace too. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Payoff pitch. Got him. Strike 3. Got him looking. That's out number 1, and that'll bring up Peyton Oshner. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out to the second baseman on a 4-3. Ball 1 inside. Zach Weiler at 63 pitches as of this one he's about to throw. And that is a ground ball to short. Bogner picks it up, fires it over. It is secured by Seafeld at first, and that is a quick out number 2. Michael Essex is 1 for 1, singled on an infield single, and he was walked last time he was at the plate on 4 pitches. And that's ball 5 to Michael Essex on the last 5 pitches that he has seen in this game. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here to Michael Essex. And that is a well-driven ball to right field. And backpedaling there, and he made the catch. Ty Weiler, the second baseman, made the catch in shallow to medium right field on a basically almost a line drive with a little bit of fly to it there. And that will put an end to the 5th inning of play here at Starion Bank Field. 5 down, 4 to go. A 9-inning single game here, and we'll see if it stays at 9 or not, but everything's pretty even. 1 run on 3 hits, 3 left on base. 1 run on 3 hits, 3 left on base. The only difference is that error committed by the Chiefs. And we'll be back with more in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Your truck is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
The Midwest elements are relentless. Is your home ready? At J. Deeds Construction, we've been serving the FM community since 2003. As a proud member of the Building Industry Association, formerly known as Home Builders Association, we specialize in roofing, siding, custom decks, and seamless gutters built for maximum durability. Plus, we offer free seamless gutters with every roof or siding project. Call 701-367-1175 or visit buildwithjdc.com. J. Deeds Construction.
All right, well, we got the end of the vocals in. Now that is proof, because I was on top of my game there, and I can normally get 2.5 ads in between innings, but they are just cruising through here, and he'll lay down a bunt, and it'll be picked up, and that is out, number 1, on a 1-3 ground out. Strike 1 here to Mike and Brajos. And that one's going to be popped up. And it looks like the shortstop, Oshner, will have it. And he does. Out number 2.
Shortstop, Aiden Bogner.
You just heard it. Aiden Bogner will come to the plate now here for the Chiefs. And that one nearly hit him. He had to dance out of the way of that one. Ball 1. .77 pitches. This is pitch 78 for Wiermeyer. And he got it in there for a strike. 1-1. Two and 1. Jim says, come on, Stars, get going. I mean, even if they're not getting going offensively here, the game has got going. Bouncing ball to third, picked up by Frederick, quickly fired over to Sahlberg for the 5-3, and it's a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 6th. Well, let's see if we can get 2 commercials in this time. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo, Legacy Plumbing, D&M Industries, and Buffalo Wild Wings.
Looking for the ultimate destination for fun? Welcome to Kingpins. From interactive hyperbowling on our 14 lanes to adrenaline-pumping laser tag and immersive escape rooms, the adventure never stops. Smash high scores in our massive arcade, then refuel at Barron's with our made-from-scratch menu. Whether it's a birthday, a company gathering, or just a night out, make your next event unforgettable. Book your lanes online. Call 701-532-BOWL. Or stop in and visit us at 3485 Jacks Way South in Fargo.
Stars, left fielder Mason Sinner.
There you go. Mason Sinner will lead it off. I did get two, but you want to know how I did it? I've done so many games that I know that the two that I played are the shortest commercials in our library. So, and we just barely got those two in. So they are definitely moving along here in the half innings. 1 ball, no strike. Might have to cut back to one commercial per half inning here. 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. Zach Weiler with pitch 69. It's a fly ball to left field, and it's caught by Peyton Coppy.
First baseman, Dylan Solberg.
So 1 away here, and Dylan Solberg will come to the plate now here for the Stars. In for a strike, 0-1. Dylan Solberg 0 for 2. Pop out to the shortstop and a fly out to the right fielder. Last time he was up. This time he'll get a single to right field. The 4th hit of the ball game here for the Stars. The 7th hit overall in the game.
Catcher Jacob Klinsky.
Pitch 74 to Jacob Klinsky's in for an 0-1 count on Klinsky. Klinsky's 0 for 2. Pair of ground outs, 1 to third, 1 to second. 5-3 and 4-3. And that's a high fly ball left field. Going all the way back and over the fence, but on the wrong side of the foul pole. And that sets the record for the furthest strike two this season for any of the 4 teams in Fargo Post 400. Probably for Mandan too. Pickoff attempt back in time. That one will be just missed on the outside. Kleinkanek couldn't frame it up over the strike zone to convince Reggie Jackson to call a strike. And it'll be 1-2 as a result. And this is a little dribbler that's fair, and they'll just tag him out.
Third baseman, Tyler Frederick.
All right, so 2 away in the go-ahead run in scoring position. Dylan Sahlberg, it's Tyler Frederick, the batter, 1 for 2. Ground out to the shortstop and singled on a line drive to left field last time he was at the plate. 1 ball and no strike here. That's pitch 77, pitch 78 coming up for Zach Weiler. And that one is going to miss, or no, it will hit the strike zone. 1-1. And a ground ball towards third. Mishandled initially by Flieger. He will throw it over, and they got him out anyway. So that'll strand 1 on base.
No runs, 1 hit. No man and errors.
I think in this, usually the tie goes to a runner, but I think in this game the tie goes to the person who's not the runner. We've seen 2 double plays and 1 single ground out that appeared to be potentially safe at first. So it's even. It's evenly called because they went against both teams in those scenarios. It remains 1-1. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in maybe 30 seconds since I've chit-chatted, and we don't have time for a 60-second break.
Time for an oil change. You want service that's fast and trustworthy. Grease Monkey's certified technicians get you in and out in about 15 minutes, plus a complimentary 16-point safety check. No pressure, no surprises, just honest, manufacturer-recommended service. While we work, step out of the heat and relax in our air-conditioned lobby with a cold refreshment. Visit your local Grease Monkey for a quick professional oil change you can feel good about.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, so they make me out to be a liar because we had a pitching change, so I was able to get 90 seconds in. New pitcher here for the Fargo Post 400 Stars is Seth Egan. He'll come in here in the 7th after Wurmeyer went 6 innings of work, unofficially tossing 81 pitches. So Seth Egan will see Peyton Copy. It's the 6, 7, and 8 batters here in the top of the 7th for Mandan. And Peyton Copy is quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Once again, a 9-inning game here. Kind of got suspicious when Egan came in the top of the 7th, because usually when the Stars do that, that pitcher's coming in for a potential save. But we're tied at 1-1 here, so no save opportunity for Seth Egan. He would have a potential win opportunity if the Stars can snag a lead here, or a lose opportunity if Mandan snags a lead. So barring some odd ending of this game, there'll be a no decision on Gus Wurmeyer, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. there's a walk. So Peyton Copy gets himself on first base. Peyton Copy might be on that top 10 list for Mandan for favorite players, one from each team. Mainly because of that catch he made against Post 2 in the state tournament last year. If you haven't seen it, just scroll through our YouTube shorts and you'll find it sooner than later. 1 ball, no strike. Although he would be challenged with one other player, and I'm guessing that they don't have to be current players as Copy takes off. And safe. I'm surprised they didn't call him out. So back to what I was saying. And I don't remember his name. I'd have to go back in my previous game scorebooks and see if I can track it down. But his walk-up song this is a Mandan player who's no longer with the team. But his walk-up song was the entrance song for Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid on WWE wrestling. So Shawn Michaels was one of my favorite wrestlers, and I'm kind of on and off with WWE. I'll watch it faithfully for 10 years, and then I won't watch it at all for 10 years. So 2-2 is smacked foul down the third base side. So if I had to pick a Mandan player for that top 10 list, it would either be Peyton Copy or that other guy with that walk-up song that I can't remember his name. One's fouled off. And we'll stay at 2-2. It's Logan Seafeld, if I haven't mentioned that already. Ground out and a single to left on his 2 trips to the plate so far. Egan delivers. And that one's going to be popped up, pushed foul, and out of play over my right shoulder. Hitting the roof. So we stay tight at 2-2 once again. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Eli Kleinknecht. Kleinknecht 1 for 2, single to left and struck out looking. And there's a strike. And that is a well-driven ball into left field as Peyton Oshner couldn't quite get there in time. And they will put runners on the corners as Peyton Copy will receive the stop sign at third. And it's a base hit.
Running at first base for Mandan, number 8, Jensen Scholes.
Well,
the plate, third baseman, Aiden Flieger.
I was just reminded by text a moment ago of another great play that happened in the state tournament back in 2021. In fact, there's a couple great plays from that 2021 state tournament that come to mind. Dickinson center fielder had a nice catch against Fargo post 2, as that one is through the 5-6 gap into left field. That'll score Peyton Copy, and Mandan takes the lead. And wouldn't that be ironic if Peyton Copy is the winning run in both games against the Stars? If this score stands, that would be the case. that one is fouled away off the first base side. I need to update my scorebook here. All right. I forget his name, but the Dickinson center fielder made a nice diving catch against Fargo Post 2 in that 2021 state tournament, which was played in Mandan. And then Caden Graff had a great catch against Minot in that 2021 state tournament. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The Fargo Post 400 Stars entered that 2021 state tournament as the 7th seed. They knocked off Fargo Post 2 in the opening game. The only teams they lost to were Bismarck, which sent them to the losers bracket, and then Fargo Post 400 had to crawl their way back to the state championship game after defeating West Fargo earlier in the tournament. Then they would lose to West Fargo in that state championship game, but that particular year it didn't matter, as both West Fargo and Fargo Post 400 went to the regional in Sioux Falls, and the Stars won all but one game at the regional as they got whomped on by De Pere in that second to last game. That'll be an error, and coming home to score is Eli Kleinknecht, and the throwback to third, no error this time, they got him. And that's out number 2, and a run scores, and it's now 3-1. So, as I was saying, the Stars won every game except for that one against De Pere, Wisconsin, where they just got throttled. And they ended up beating Hopkins by a score of 11-1 in 6 innings, if I remember correctly. And that particular game was pretty much sealed when Andy Mock hit the grand slam to left field, and then that fly ball to center field punched the final seat of that ticket to Shelby. They ended up playing Hawaii in that first round game, and I forget who else they played down there. But that'll take care of the top of the 7th, and story time may or may not continue in the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Your truck is down, your business is down. That's why drivers across North Dakota and Minnesota trust Hogue Diesel Service in West Fargo. DOT certified in both states. From oil changes to full overhauls, Hogue Diesel Service handles complete truck and trailer repair on all makes and models, heavy and medium duty. Need on-site repair, computer diagnostics, pickup and delivery, 24-hour service? They do that too. Call Hogue Diesel Service today at 701-532-0203. That's 701-532-0203. Hogue Diesel Service LLC, 907 2nd Avenue West in West Fargo.
Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo. Legacy Plumbing. D&M Industries. And Buffalo.
All right, welcome back. Tucker Cozen leads it off here for Fargo Post 400. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swung on, and that would have been a diamond cutter, but it went off the left sneaker of Zach Weiler. And that's the second time this season at Starling Bank Field where I've seen that exact same play. It happened, the last one happened in the Pete tournament. I forget which team it was. But the pitch was smacked right back at the pitcher, and it went off the pitcher's leg, bounced off towards third base, and resulted in an infield single.
Coming to the plate for the Stars, right fielder, Braden Donner.
Braden Donner, the batter now. First pitch high and in for a ball, 1-0. Once again, Zach Weiler still on the mound. 80 pitches unofficially, according to my numbers. 1 ball and no strike here to Braden Donner, who's 1 for 2. Single to center and a ground out to short. And that is a strike, 1-1. State tournament this year at Jack Williams Stadium in North Fargo and the Central Plains Regional in Mandan. So the Mandan Chiefs will be in the regional tournament no matter what happens the remainder of this season. And we'll see if anybody from North Dakota joins them. Well, obviously one will. It'll be the state champion. Unless that state champion is Mandan, then it would be the state runner-up that would join them.
Second baseman, Jack Bjornson.
Jack Bjornson 0 for 2, grounded out to third, and then he also struck out last time he was up.
A lot of real estate out there, Uno.
Runner goes, and a ground bouncing ball to short. And by the time Aiden Bogner picked it up, Tucker Cozen was pretty much already at second. The only play he had was at first. So going to the books is a 6-3 ground out that will advance Cozen to second.
Shortstop, Peyton Oshner.
Peyton Oshner, the shortstop, to the plate now. 2 away, and that one is drilled to left, but it's also going to drop foul. Oh and 1. See if the Stars has some 2-out magic in them. Then get Tucker Cozen in from second and cut the deficit down to 1. We'll see. And that is a ground ball to third, and he'll fire it over to first, and that will do it. They'll strand Tucker Cozen in scoring position, and that will be the end of the 7th inning of play. We go to the 8th of a 9-inning scheduled game, and the Stars find themselves down 2. We'll see if the Chiefs can add to the 2 runs they scored in the 7th when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Here's 3 ways you can support Magnitude Sports. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's 100% free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 month-to-month YouTube memberships. Finally, businesses can choose one of 2 online YouTube sponsorships or contact us for more options. To learn more, click the Join button or give us a call at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports. Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo. Legacy Plumbing. D&M Industries. And Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, welcome back. Ty Weiler will lead it off. Weiler's 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play, and then he was out on a sacrifice fly that scored the first run of the game for Mandan. And then he would fly out into foul territory to the first baseman, Dylan Sahlberg, who smashed himself into the brick padding to make the catch. And that will miss for a ball. It's 1-0 now. Seth Egan had 16 pitches in the first. That was pitch 17, and this will be pitch 18. Here's the 1-0. That's in for a strike, 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes now. And Egan will put that one into the turf and even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Kingpins, D&M Industries, Grease Monkey, Century Builders, Play It Again Sports, Mandy's of Fargo, ND.com. We actually bought something from Mandy's of Fargo, ND.com for the press box here. It was baseball related, and it was blue and red, the 2 primary colors of Fargo Post 400, so it seemed like a perfect fit. It probably wasn't something that we had to buy.
Center fielder, Troy Gerhardt.
But we had to buy it. And anything under $99.99, I don't need approval to buy. And this was, I think, $17 was shipping. So ground ball into right field through the 3-4 gap, and that'll put runners on first and second on the base hit.
Right fielder, Mikan Rajos.
Fouled away for strike 1. Mikan Brajos is 0 for 2. Struck out, walk, and then he popped out to the shortstop last time he was up. The 0-1. And a strike is called, 0-2. That one is popped up, and it looks like Peyton Oshner, the shortstop, will go behind Tyler Frederick, the third baseman, for the catch. That's out number 1. So pop out to the third baseman.
Shortstop, Aiden Bogner.
And now Aiden Bogner, 1 for 3. Singled to right, grounded into a double play. It was a 6-4-3 double play. And then he grounded out to the shortstop on a regular 6-3. One ball and no strike. And 1-1. So tomorrow on Thursday, we have a 12 noon doubleheader for you as the Comets will take on DGF. Once again, 12 noon. Be on the air probably about 11:55 or so for that one. And a strike is called. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's into right field, and that is going to drop foul. It was just over the foul line, too. It was that close to being fair. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. And a ground ball through the 3-4 gap once again. Rounding third is Ty Weiler. He will score, and it is 4-1 Mandan. Runners on the corners, RBI single. Weiler scores. Troy Gerhardt to third. Bogner on first with the RBI.
Left fielder, Peyton Coffey.
And now with runners on the corners, it's Peyton Coffey's opportunity to do something here. We're tied 1-1 in the third. No scoring until the top of the seventh when Mandan put 2 on the board. Now they got 1 more. And that one's going to fly ball to left field. Running after it, Mason Sinner. And a runner will tag. Troy Gerhardt's on his way, and he scores. And it is now 5-1 Mandan. That is the 7th hit of the ball game for the Mandan Chiefs.
First baseman, Logan Seafeld.
So out number 2, and the sacrifice fly by Coppy scores Troy Gerhardt and brings up Logan Seafeld. Runner on first, 1 ball, no strike. Here to Logan Seafeld, who's 1 for 3. Grounded out to second. Throw to second on the stolen base attempt, and safe. Once again, Logan Seafeld grounded out to second. Then he would single to left, then he struck out. Two balls and no strikes here to Logan Seafeld. And now Aiden Bogner is on second with the stolen base. Pitch comes across for ball 3. So Mandan with 2 in the 7th and 2 in the 8th. There's a strike, nice pitch. 3-1. Seth Egan blazed that one right down the middle. And it gets strike 2 on the inside edge this time. So full count now. And we'll see if Seth Egan can end the top of the 8th on pitch 37 or not. Yes, he cannot. I thought he was going to call a strike there, but I guess not. So, runners on first and second now. Aiden Bogner on second.
Eli Kleinknecht.
Logan Seafeld on first, and Eli Kleinknecht, the catcher, comes to the plate now here for the Chiefs. He is 2 for 3. Single to left, struck out, and then a single to left. And now he's going to have a ground or a fielder's choice, and they force out at second for the third out.
In the top half of the 8th, 2 runs, 2 hits, no stars errors, 2 runners left on base.
The middle of the 8th and the bottom of the 8th coming up next here on Magnitude Sports.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
right, welcome back. Top of the order, batters 1, 2, 3 with Michael Essex leading it off here in the bottom of the 8th, and the Stars find themselves down by 4 after giving up 4 runs, 2 in the 7th and 2 in the 8th. And now they'll see if they can battle back or not. It is no balls and a strike now here on the called strike to Michael Essex. Zach Weiler is still the pitcher, I do believe. Let me take, yes, he is. And on no balls and 2 strikes, he has 88 pitches, pitch 89 coming up right here. Once again, totally unofficial. And he's going to have pitch 90 coming up because there will be no strike 3 on that one. 1-2. Low, 2-2. So once again, 90 pitches for Zach Weiler unofficially. So depending on how many more pitches he tosses, this might be his last inning. Nice catch there by Mike and Brajos. So there'll be a fly out for Essex to deep right field. And it looks like the Mandan coach is going to come out now and make the change. Yes, so that'll be 91 pitches for Zach Weiler unofficially. Pitches 7 1/3 innings, and we'll have a new pitcher. So we'll take a break, and we'll be back within a moment here and give you the new pitcher and all that cool stuff right after this. Stay tuned.
Post 400 baseball is back, and we have all the dominant performances.
Rounding third is Oliver Luck. He will come in, and the throw won't be in time. And Easton Rarick with a 2-run single to right, and it's 10-4.
And all the big moments. Back inside, ground ball to second. Flip to Rarick for 1, on to first, rack him up for 2. Throw back to third, they get a triple play. It will go 4, 6, 3, 5 on the triple play. Everybody in the infield got their turn.
Here's 3 ways you can support Magnitude Sports. First, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's 100% free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 month-to-month YouTube memberships. Finally, businesses can choose one of 2 online YouTube sponsorships or contact us for more options. To learn more, click the Join button or give us a call at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Hungry? Get to Vic's for Hamburger Happy Hour. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. Get a delicious burger and fries for just $6.50. The kitchen is always cooking at Vic's. We serve up breakfast every day from 9 a.m. to noon, and we're open 365 days a year from 9 a.m. all the way until 2 a.m. Plus, catch regular happy hour every Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and join us for bingo 5 days a week. Come hungry to Vic's, located at 1608 Main Avenue Southeast in Moorhead.
All right, bottom of the 8th, 1 out. The batter is Mason Sinner. He's 0 for 3. The new pitcher is Aiden Flieger, the former third baseman. So that means the other defensive changes that we have is Aiden Bogner moves from shortstop to third, and Hudson Sheldon comes into the game to take over at shortstop. Everybody else in their same positions as they were before. So Sheldon at short, Bogner at third, and Flieger your new pitcher. 2 balls and no strikes to Mason Sinner. Make that 2 balls and 1 strike to Mason Sinner. The Twins and the Astros are playing Game 3 of their series, and the Twins just took the lead on a home run. 452 feet over the batter's eye for Josh Bell. And the Twins take the lead I think that series is knotted up at 1-1, so I believe this is the rubber match between the Astros and the Twins. Payoff pitch is going to be flied out to left field. Peyton Coppy's there, and Peyton Coppy has out number 2. All right, Dylan Sahlberg's 1 for 3. Pop out to the shortstop, a fly out into foul territory to the right fielder, and also a single to right field as well. One and all. And that one will miss for 2 balls and no strikes. That was pitch number 7 for Aiden Flieger. And the 2-0 pitch is in for a strike, 2-1. And a ground ball bouncing towards Weiler at second. And a 4-3 ground out will end the 8th inning of play. Nobody stranded on base. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll be back with the top of the 9th. Right after this, here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Midwest elements are relentless. Is your home ready? At J. Deeds Construction, we've been serving the FM community since 2003. As a proud member of the Building Industry Association, formerly known as Home Builders Association, we specialize in roofing, siding, custom decks, and seamless gutters built for maximum durability. Plus, we offer free seamless gutters with every roof or siding project. Call 701-367-1175 or visit buildwithjdc.com. J. Deeds Construction. If you can dream it, we can build it.
Fargo Post 400 would like to thank these additional sponsors for supporting our Legion baseball program. Bell Bank, member FDIC. Valley Service of Fargo. Legacy Plumbing. D&M Industries. And Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, last chance for Mandan to score some insurance runs. They already have 4 of them. They're up 5-1 here into the top of the 9th. Seth Egan will toss pitch 39 according to my numbers. He's facing off against Aiden Flieger, so it's a new pitcher versus pitcher battle. And Flieger, center field, Michael Essex running underneath it, and well, number 1 after 1 pitch. Not bad at all.
Shortstop, Hudson Sheldon.
So Hudson Sheldon will be the batter now. He's 0 for 2. First 2 times up, he was walked. Then he popped out to the shortstop. Then he grounded into a double play. And this is a hard hit ball foul down the first base line for strike 1. Wind up in the 0-1. Outside edge and missed it, even at a ball and a strike. 1-1. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Vixen Moorhead. Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. Get the hamburger happy hour. Get a hamburger and fries for $6.50. And you can still get a drink for under $10. They're open 9 a.m. to 2 a.m., 365 days a year. 3 balls and a strike. Here to Hudson Sheldon. He's been walked twice in this game. Fouled off, and now a full count at 3-2. Also, Sweet Shots, JD's Construction, Frank's Lounge, Legacy Plumbing, Valley Service, Doolittle's Wood Fire Grill, Buffalo Wild Wings, Bell Bank, member FDIC, and Hogue Diesel Service and Truck Repair. Supporting Post 400 baseball here in 2026. Full count to Hudson Sheldon. He's been walked twice, and he's been out twice. And this time is a high fly ball right field and in foul territory right in front of the fence. Making the catch is Braden Donner for out number 2. I thought for a moment that had a chance to get out of here, but it is going to be a fly out right in front of the fence.
Second baseman, Ty Weiler.
Ty Weiler's 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play his first time up. Got an RBI and a sacrifice fly to right his second time up. Fly out on his third time up, and he was walked last time he was at the plate. He takes strike 1 here. And that is going to be popped up into left field. And that is out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 9th, and the Stars have a chance to tie or maybe walk it off, but it's not going to be as easy as a single run. They're going to need to do that 4 times. We'll see if they can do it when we return after this here on Magnitude Sports.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
Leading off, catcher Jacob Klinsky.
Jacob Klinsky will lead it off as didn't quite get a chance to eat and drink before the commercial break going off there. You may or may not have heard me open up my drink. And a strike on 1. And a ground ball. Foul for strike 2. Klinsky, Frederick, and Kozen are the scheduled batters. That is the 4-5-6 portion of the lineup. Klinsky's 0 for 3. Ground out, and a ground out. 1 to third, 1 to second, and a direct ground out to first. Swing and a miss, strike 3, out 1.
You're right.
Third baseman, Tyler Frederick.
Tyler Frederick's 1 for 3. Ground out to the shortstop, single to left field, and then another ground out to the shortstop. One no. And that is a line drive into center field that'll drop for a base hit. And Tucker Cozen will have an opportunity to keep this inning going here. Strike one. Once again, the Stars are off until after the 4th of July break. Their next game will be on Tuesday, July 7th, when they go to Dickinson to play the Rough Riders in a single non-conference game. At least I think it's a single game. I know it's non-conference, as Dickinson comes to Starry Bank Field later in the season to play a conference doubleheader. And then after that game against Dickinson, that'll break up their trip to Bozeman, where they'll go and try and defend their Bozeman Invite Championship that they won last year. They went undefeated in that Bozeman tournament last year to win it all, and we'll see if they can do it again this year or not. 2-1. Swung and out. Not sure what that hit, but it didn't sound good. 2-2. Full count now here at 3-2.
Right here, Tucker, jump it.
So Tyler Frederick will likely take off here on this pitch. And maybe not. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2.
Braden Donner.
Braden Donner will be the batter now. He is 1 for 3. Single to center field, ground out, and a fly out. And that pitch is high for a ball. It's 1-0. And that is a hit in the right field. Kind of a soft line drive. So runners on first and second now. And Jack Bjornson 0 for 3.
Jack Bjornson.
Ground out, a strikeout, and another ground out on his 3 trips to the plate so far here in this one. Stars are down 5-1. They have 2 outs on the board, and now they have 2 runners on base. And this is a ground ball to short. And to second, that's game over. They will strand 2 on base.
In the bottom half of the ninth, no runs, 2 hits, no Mandan errors, 2 runners left on base. Your final score, Mandan 5, the Stars 1. Thanks for coming out tonight, folks. Drive home safely.
Let's see, I have 1 too many hits for Mandan. According to our scoreboard, they only had 7 hits. And everything else is right on your screen there. Oops, I took the hit away from the wrong team. Let's do it that way. There we go, 5 runs on 7 hits on 1 Stars error and 7 left on base for the Stars. 1 run on 7 hits on 1 Mandan error, and they also left 7 on base. So outside of the portion of that line score that matters the most, it was an even matchup. So the Stars fall to 11-12 overall. They fall to 6-5 here at Starry Bank Field, and Mandan improves to 15-9 overall, and they improve their road record to 5-6 overall. The Stars are in action next on July 7th on a Tuesday when they go to Dickinson to take on the Rough Riders in a non-conference single game before heading off to that Bozeman tournament. And Mandan, they are in action next in about 48 hours from now On July 3rd, they have a single game against the Bismarck Governors, and then we'll see Mandan again on Magnitude Sports on July 4th when they have the 4 p.m. game against the Governors, and then preceding that at about 2 p.m., it'll be the Mandan A's taking on the Bismarck Senators, and we'll have that 4th of July doubleheader for you right here on Magnitude Sports. So certainly appreciate the crew in Mandan inviting us out and all that good stuff, and certainly a big applause and thank you to our feature sponsor for that 4th of July game, which is Mitzel Magic Services. And you'll learn more about them coming up on the 4th of July. So with that said, that is going to wrap it up. Once again, your final score, the Mandan Chiefs 5 and the Fargo Post 100 Stars 1. Thanks so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we'll see you again soon. And if I don't talk to you before the 4th of July, have a happy 4th of July. We'll talk to you again soon.
The preceding has been a presentation of Magnitude Sports. Follow Magnitude Sports online by searching Magnitude TV Plus on X, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for broadcast updates, schedule changes, sports highlights, and much more. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports. To support this channel, simply like, comment, and subscribe. That's how you serve, stand, and score.